Hi, welcome. Today we have another yo-yo card review, and today we're gonna review a card I'm really excited for. It's Prima the Melodious Saint. This card I'm really excited for. It's our third Melodious fusion monster, and yeah, you can tell I'm really excited because this card is, well, I'm really excited when everything Melodious comes up, and specifically fusion monsters. I still want them to get their own polymerization type style card, their own fusion card. I want the Melodious Archer to get that, but getting another fusion is good as well. I'm gonna go over the anime effect first, the effect of the anime, so we can compare it to the effect that we got. Because usually, sometimes they do change the effect up a little bit, and yeah, I wanna see if they make it better or worse. So let's see. It's a light monster, it's level 7, attack 1900, defense 2000, one Melodious Songstress monster and one more Melodious monster. Or monsters, so you can use more, it says Melodious monsters, so one more, that's kinda cool. This card gains 300 attack for each fusion material used for this card's summon. This card can make a second attack during each battle phase. So yeah, the anime effect is pretty straightforward. You get 300 attack, and you can attack for each material used to summon it, and you can attack twice. So let's see. Now we're gonna go over to the same card, but the effect we got, and it's a light fairy fusion effect. Level 7, 1900 attack, 2000 defense. Usually those stats never change, so that was not a big shocker. And the effect of this card is one Melodious Maestra monster, and one more Melodious monsters. Yeah, you can use monsters. So you can, once again, one Melodious Maestra monster, one or more Melodious monsters. That's how you say it. You're gonna read it right or you're gonna read it wrong. This card gains 300 attack for each fusion material used for this card's summon. So once again, the same as the anime. This card can make a second attack during each battle phase. Okay, can make a second attack. If this fusion summon card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one Melodious monster in your graveyard, add that target to your hand. Yeah, I can say one thing about this card. It's really good. First of all, you get 300 attack for each material used to summon this card, which basically means if you use 3 monsters, that means 2800. If you use 4 monsters, that's 3100. So if you can use 4, it's gonna be over 3000 attack monster, but if you only use 3 monsters, it's gonna be 28. Which is pretty good, I would say. Can beat over most cards in the game currently, so it's a good attack monster. And then we had a second part where it can attack twice during battle phase, which is really good because you can attack once and then can attack again directly after. That's pretty good. So if your opponent only has one monster and you attack it and destroy it, you can attack him directly. That's not too shabby. And if it would be sent to the graveyard, by battle or by card effect, you can basically just add one Melodious monster from your graveyard to your hand, and I would say that's a really good effect. So, yeah, I think this card is really solid. I would definitely consider running at least, maybe even 3 copies of this in the extra deck, because I would say this is probably going to be the fusion monster you're going to go for when you fusion summon, because at the lowest, it's going to be 2500. It can attack twice. That's the lowest, because you are going to use one Melodious and one Melodious Maestra. So that's 2500. So at the lowest, 2500. At the highest, well, you can use as many as possible. I mean, you could technically use one Melodious Maestra and 20 Melodious monsters to fusion summon, but I don't see that happening. But I can definitely say that Future Fusion might not come back, because I think you can actually use this with Future Fusion, and you can just send the fusion materials to the graveyard. So then you can send like 6 Melodious monsters, and then you can summon this, and it's gonna be like 4,000. Attack twice, and when it's sent to the graveyard, you get to search a card. Yeah, I would say this card is really solid. I like this card. It's probably one of the better fusion monsters. I don't know which one is the best. If Bloom is the best, or if Bloom, if Bloom Prima is the best. I mean, I would say they are two different monsters. I mean, they have different strengths and weaknesses. I mean, yeah, I would say this is probably the second strongest, or maybe the strongest monster. Attack point base, this is a really strong monster. Defensively, maybe Bloom Diva is the better one, but I think this is probably the best offensive card. But as I was saying, I really hope they get their own fusion card in the future. So maybe they get their own fusion card that's searchable. They can search out itself, or you can add back to your hand and stuff like that. I don't know. And their own fusion card would be amazing. And at least a couple of more fusion monsters. I want to see at least 2, maybe 3 more really good ones, and maybe some more. Yeah, maybe some more spells and traps as well. They don't have a lot of spells and traps. But yeah, this is really good support. Tell me what you think about this card. And yeah, comment, like, and subscribe, and see you next time.